Oh my gosh, I found another build for you guys. Stick around, watch this. I want to show you this real quick. Just stay here, watch this power. Watch this power. Hold on, let's round them up. Let's round them up. Let's round them. Listen, this is just a little group. Look at this. Ah, get it! Hold on, keep it going. Keep it going. Literally easy as nothing. Look at this. Just whirlwind, 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 and explode. Hold on, watch this explode. Boom! Oh my golly. Guys, Nightmare Dungeons will be nothing for you with this build. I promise. I love it. I won't lie to you. So if you want to see the build, then we need to get right into it. So listen, the first thing that you want to get, this is a staple to the item, is this Demon Blade of the Dire Whirlwind. It gives you Whirlwind critical strike chance increased by 12% per second, channeled up to 36%. Okay, so this is like a bleed slash explode build. The next thing is we got the Barber. Okay, now listen, this build will still work without the Barber, but the Barber makes everything explode, man. It's so much fun. It's absolutely insane. So late game, this build still works. I have a buddy who's playing it. He says it's absolutely insane. I promise you, try it out and let me know in the comments if you guys actually try this. So we're going to hop into the skills. The first thing we want, lunging strike, 1 point, enhanced, and then straight into combat lunging for berserking, 1.5 seconds of berserking. It's going to help you tremendously. After that, we're getting whirlwind 5 ranks, then enhanced, and then furious whirlwind. Okay, after that we're hopping down here to our defensive skills. We're going to get rallying cry, 1 point, then we're going enhanced rallying cry, then we're going tactical for the fury and the resource regeneration. After that we're going challenging shout. We're going to get taunt nearby enemies by and gain 40% damage reduction. This is going to be big for, you know, helping you survive in big groups of mobs. It's going to help you a ton. After that we're going enhanced for the 20% bonus life, and then we're going tactical for the fury each time you take damage. So that's going to help you keep swinging your axe over and over and over. So the more mobs that are around you and the more mobs that you are hitting, you are going to be gaining fury back, and your fury will pretty much never disappear. Okay, after that we're going down here to the brawling skills. We want war cry. Okay, we want enhanced war cry for the berserking for 4 seconds. We want power war cry for when at least 6 enemies are nearby. War cry increases your damage by 10%. This is big for the big AoE groups, and if you're farming up, trying to get to that end game, or even if you're at the end game, this damage is going to help you tremendously. After that, we're going 3 points in the booming voice. Your shout duration is increased by 24%. This is huge because when you're in your shouts, you are just absolutely unstoppable. Okay, then we're going raid leader because you got 1% maximum health. It just helps you survive a little bit. And then we're going to guttural yell in your shout, cause enemies to deal 8% less damage. It's just going to help you overall with the damage. After that, we want to be quick, so we're going swiftness, 3 points. You want to be fast, boy. Then we go in aggressive resistance, 3 points for the damage reduction while berserking, because you're berserking a lot, mostly almost full uptime on berserk. While berserking, your fury regeneration is increased by 18%. This is going to help you keep your whirlwind going as well, so we're going 3 points into that. Now we're going to drop down here to the weapon mastery skills. We're going to get Pit Fighter. We need 3 points in the Pit Fighter because Pit Fighter is just badass. You deal 9% increased damage to close enemies. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. You're a warrior and you want Pit Fighter, okay? Then we're going No Mercy. You have 9% critical strike chance against immobilized, stunned, slowed. So the reason that this is so good and we're putting 3 points is because down here we are getting Hamstring. Now this is going to increase, or it's going to make it so you slow the enemies, so whenever you're doing your whirlwind, you're already bleeding them with the 3 points in the cut to the bone, and you're using a two-handed sword, so you're automatically going to be slowing the enemies, which is going to make No Mercy pop off. 9% more right there. Alright, then we're going to thick skin because we do want to get some defense because we are a barb, and yes, people are like, barbs are kind of squishy, which I do kind of agree. Barbs are kind of squishy. They need a little bit of help there. So thick skin, we're putting 1 point. Each time you take direct damage, you 0.4% base life as fortified, so this helps you a little bit, but we really want this counter offensive. While you have fortify, for over 50% of your maximum life, you deal 12% increased damage. So you're going to get a little bit of sustain, but then you're also going to get 12% increased damage while fortified. That is big, okay? That's real big. Down here into our ultimate, we are going to get 3 points, and I repeat, 3 points into heavy-handed. While using a two-handed weapon, you deal 15% increased critical strike damage. Okay, your main skill, your whirlwind skill, as you saw, the whirlwind skill, we are using our two-handed sword, so this is going to increase it by 15% critical strike damage. I mean, it's insane. I promise. Just use it. After that, we're going Wrath of the Berserker because we want insane numbers. We want insane damage. So we're going to explode into a rage. You're going to knock back the enemy. You're going to go berserk. You're going to go unstoppable for 5 seconds. And then you're going to just be going ham on everybody. After that, you want Prime Wrath. So while you're berserked, you gain 20% increased movement speed, so you're going to get quicker, and your regeneration, your fury regeneration is increased as well, which helps you keep spinning. After that, we're going Supreme. Whichever 50 fury spent increases your berserking damage by 25%. Dude, it's dirty. I promise. All right, down here at the very end, the key passives. All right, there's 2 different routes you can go. There's 2 different routes. If you want the bleeding damage, which is really good, which is what I'm running right now, you want to go Gushing Wounds. Your bleed is going to do extra 115% more critical strike bonus, and you're going to be bleeding for, and then you're going to have the explosion of overpower. So this is big because you're having Gushing Wounds, you're already bleeding, then you have the Barber. So then the Barber is going to take all of that damage and explode it, okay? That is where you gain a ton of strength. So you take all of that damage, the Gushing Wounds, the bleeding, like I said, and the Barber just absorbs all that and just boom, and just explodes like some bitch. It's crazy. Now for the second one, I do like Unbridled Rage. It increases your core skill by 135% increased damage, but the downfall of this is that you use 100% more fury, so literally everything is doubled. Now, in order to, so your core skill, I just want to show this to you. Whirlwind. So literally your damage by Whirlwind would increase by 135%. Okay, but you will have to watch your fury regeneration. You really want to try to get some armor pieces that will give you more fury regeneration if you're going to go Unbridled Rage, because you just really can't keep the uptime on Whirlwind once you do that. So that's one of the big things. So if you want to keep spinning and you want to keep doing constant damage, then you want Gushing Wounds. If you want something that's like boom, 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 then you want to go Unbridled Rage. Okay, so now let's go on into the Paragon points here. We're going to go into the Paragon points. I'm going to just quickly kind of go over the Paragon board. If you want, just go ahead and screenshot this. That's what you're going to use there for your first board. My first glyph is Exploit. Exploit really helps a lot. When your enemy is damaged by you becoming vulnerable, they become vulnerable. So you're going to having that vulnerable damage for 3 seconds. So that just really, you really want to stack vulnerable damage. You get a ton of benefit from vulnerable. So every time you can put vulnerable, it obviously helps your damage overall, your bleed, and just everything. After that, we're going Warbringer, and we're going to pop up here. You want the rare node core reserve for more max life and more fury. That's going to help you, spin around more. Then you're going to get more fury over here, strength and whatnot. Then you're going to pop over here. You're going to get Mortal Draw. Okay, so swapping weapons has an 18% chance to cause your skills damage to critically strike. This is big because when you're using your lunging strike, you're going to have your two-handed swords. Not two-handed swords. Your individual swords, but you have the two-handers where where he goes ham with 2 hands, right? Not one hand, you got 2. So you're going to be swapping weapons a lot using, because sometimes you don't have all the mobs grouped together, so you're going to have to jump, swing. So you're going to be swapping weapons a lot, and that's where Mortal Draw is going to cause the extra damage right here. Okay, you want to go over here. You want to get the rare no raw power, 10% physical damage and strength. That's going to help you a ton. You're going to hop up here. Just follow the board. Just follow the board. Take a screenshot right there. Then you're going to get the legendary Warbringer. For every 75 fury you spend, you gain 12% of your maximum life is Fortify. So this is just going to help you with your survivability, especially in really late game. That's what you really need to start getting some of that. So now we're going to go into flawless technique. You want to get the rare node Marshall. Okay, after casting a shout skill, active cooldown, every other shout skill is reduced by 1.2 seconds. So this, once you get this, I know 1.2 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but when you look at the whole time spent in a dungeon, that 1.2 seconds really helps you in the long run. So go ahead and screenshot that for you guys, so that way when you get to there, you know where to go. You're going to hop down here, you're going to get Havoc, 10% physical damage, and 15% critical strike. Then that's going to help you a ton. You're going to hop up here, you're going to get some damage reduction from close enemies, and you're going to get Brash. It looks like, so 10%, 10 strength, and 4% reduced damage from close enemies. So it's just going to help you overall with a little bit of survivability. Guys, if you are liking this video and you are enjoying it, or if you try out my build, you need to leave me a comment, and you need to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Also at the very end, if you guys want a complete bleed build, make sure you click on that video at the end and go watch my complete build video. That build is absolutely stupid as well. All right, so now we're going into the Carnage. We have Territorial. You gain 50% damage reduced against close enemies. So we're still just getting a little bit more survivability here. It's really big. I know that, you know, it looks like we're getting a lot of survivability, but like later on in the game, you really want to make sure you got that. So right here, you got Brash again, reduced damage again. So we're just going to be following this path down. You're going to get Enraged, 10% damage while berserking. That's going to help a lot. Then 15% berserking duration. That's going to help you a lot. I mean, you're pretty much berserked almost 100% uptime already, but this is just going to help you with the longevity and running around and just, you know, going ham on everything. Now we're going to hop over here. Once you're getting a really late game, you're going to Hemorrhage. You're going to hop up here. You want 2% damage reduction from enemies that are bleeding. So you are bleeding enemies because you're using your two-handed sword technique, and you have all the skills with the bleed. So this is going to help you a lot. So you're going to get a little bit even more damage reduction. So you're not going to be getting hit as hard. This is really big. And then you're going to go to Wrath. Okay, for every 5 increased within the range, your skills that critically strike generate Fury, increase critical strike damage. So that's going to help you a lot there. So that's the path you want to take. You want to get Butcher, physical damage over time. Take a screenshot. There you go. You take it. All right, now the very last one is Decimator. And you're going to hop up here. You want the Brawl Glyph. Brawling skills deal 18% increased damage. Absolutely stupid because you have brawl skills, so you're going to be doing more damage there. 18%. You want Arrogance, 4% damage reduction while from vulnerable enemies, so you're getting a little bit more survivability. You're going to hop up here. You're going to get Decimator. Lucky at two-handed slashing weapons attacks have up to a 10% chance to make enemies vulnerable. So you're getting even more vulnerable. So you're pretty much going to have 100% vulnerable uptime on the enemies as well. So are you seeing how this is going, guys? Are you seeing it? Destroyer, 10% damage with two-handed slashing weapons. 10% vulnerable damage. Do you see it? It's starting to pop, right? Then you're going to go over here. You're going to get Pillage. 100% armor and 10% vulnerable damage. I mean, it don't get much better than that, guys. It does not. I promise. Try this build out. Really stick it to them. Go ham on everybody. And make sure that you guys press the like button, the follow button, and hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I bring you the next Diablo 4 content. And smack that video right here. Boom! And go learn how to bleed like crazy. I love y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Let's go get it.